Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today I just finished watching episode 7 of Star Wars Visions Volume 2. This was called The Bandits of Golak by 88 Pictures. And yeah, this one I am assuming is an Indian studio, because obviously there was Indian influences all over this thing. And yeah, this was a very interesting one. So the style of it, at first, I was like, wait, is this just Clone Wars art style? Like it looks really similar. However, like, you know, as it goes on, you start realizing, okay, no, their proportions are a little bit more, you know, realistic, lifelike. But yeah, it's very close to a Clone Wars style, and I was really impressed by the way they made it look. But also the music was amazing. I have not watched a lot of, you know, Bollywood style movies or anything like that, so, you know, I'm not so familiar with the actual like sounds and music that they have there. But during the fight scene in this, I was like, I don't know how to describe it, but there was just this beat going on the whole time, and I was like, this is amazing. This is working so well for this fight. But anyways, yeah, so it's this brother and sister, and they're going on this train trying to get somewhere, and they play this little game called Bandits, right, where I guess they just pretend to be like a couple of bandits who are, you know, on the run. You know, they steal what they need to. They steal sweets, you know, they steal candies. And also, this train is filled with all types of different aliens that we've seen throughout the Clone Wars, and that's why I think that's also why it kind of got me like confused for a moment. Of like, is this exactly what Clone Wars looks like? Because you know, I saw one that was like the same alien type as Terra Sinube, and I was like, oh, that just looks like him. Like, it doesn't even look like a different style at all. It just looks like Terra Sinube. Anyways. But yeah, so they're on the run, and the sister can use the Force, but she's, you know, she's like a kid. She doesn't really understand exactly how perilous it is to use the Force in public, so she thinks it's all kind of a game, and she'll use the Force to levitate this little flute that they have, and other people on the train see it, and they kind of freak out, and they go tell the stormtroopers that are on the train with them, and so it kind of becomes this like this situation where they're running from stormtroopers, and then also these like this rebel group shows up and starts, you know, and I don't know if this has any greater context in, you know, in the like culture wise. This has some greater context of like, oh, we entered this territory, so now this rebel group shows up on horseback and tries to attack the train and starts attacking all the stormtroopers that are there. So, like, you know, I'm sure there's more to that culturally, I don't know, but anyway, so they managed to get off the train and they get where they were headed. They get to this really small village where, again, the little sister, because she kind of thinks it's a game, she's levitating the plate and she's doing this and that, and then, of course, an Inquisitor shows up, and this guy's design is awesome. Obviously, a bunch of, you know, Indian looking influences all over him, but he's still got the Inquisitor, like the chest piece with the like the black armor with the red lights and the, you know, all that stuff. And so, you know, he goes there, and he's, you know, he's got a couple of purge troopers with him. He's real scary looking, and basically all the plates start floating, and we learn that the old lady who's running this little town, or is it just like a diner type thing? I'm not sure what this place is supposed to be. Is it this little sanctuary, I guess, where strangers can just, you know, grab a bite to eat while they're traveling, I guess. Anyway, she gets in a fight with the Inquisitor, and it's really cool, and like I said, it's got like this beat going on the whole fight. It's really neat. And then she manages to defeat the Inquisitor and basically just says like, hey, you know, your sister's path, the Jedi path, I guess, she needs to follow me. And she like moves the water, and underneath is like this underground like passageway with these stairs, and so the, you know, the brother has to say goodbye to the sister and just, you know, being like, hey, you know, the bandit has to go do his own thing, and you got your own path now, and this is to keep you safe. You know, so it's just very, very much reminding me of like the Jedi, how they, you know, they would take the younglings, or you know, be given the younglings, however you want to say that, to train as Jedi. And yeah, so very, very interesting. You know, maybe this was sort of like the path, how they, you know, in Kenobi, how they would keep Force users safe, kind of thing. But yeah, it was really cool. It's a pretty like simple, straightforward story. Not a lot of like, you know, symbolism to break down really or anything, but it looked so cool and the music was awesome. And yeah, this just, I definitely could use more of, you know, you could have a whole arc of like a Clone Wars story, but in this style, you know. So that was really neat. I like that a lot. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.